Hi guys, this is Gobinath working as assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today we are going to see the topic of normalization in DBMS. Let us look into the topic of normalization. Normalizations, as the term involves, is the process of organizing the data. That means we are going to organize the data in a database in order to reduce the redundancy and also to improve the data integrity. So, in order to avoid the duplicated data and also in order to maintain the data originality or integrity, we are going to use the normalization concept. Basically, the normalization involves breaking down the large tables into smaller one, so that the normalization, so that the data can be stored efficiently and also we can able to retrieve the data very well. So it is well structured ones and also it defines the relationship between them. The main purpose is to defining the relationship among them, so that it involves decomposing the larger data tables into the smaller ones in order to establish or maintaining the relationship between the data. So the second concept is to reduce the chance of storing the duplicate data. So not only to establish the relationship, second, as I said earlier, it must be necessary to eliminate the duplicate data and also to improve the overall efficiency in the database. So the before going into the normal forms, so the main goal of normalization is to minimize the redundancy. That is to avoid the duplicate data that is presented in the table. And second one is eliminate the anomalies. So anomalies in the sense we need to prevent the update anomalies and then insert anomalies and then the delete anomalies. If there is any error, that must be reduced in the anomalies. Eliminate the unnecessary or unwanted anomalies. And third one, ensure the data integrity. That means that we need to maintain the consistency in the database. That is called the data integrity. And fourth one is we have to enhance the query performance. That means we need to optimize the database structure for efficient retrieval of data. So these are the main concepts to focus on the normalization. So minimizing the redundancy, and second one eliminating the anomalies, third one ensuring the data integrity, and fourth one is to enhance the query performance. So these are all the four main basic goals of normalizations. And then we are going to see here three normal forms. That is, normalization has to be carried out in stages. That is called normal forms. Okay, don't confuse what is normalization and normal form. It is considered, that is breaking down carried out in the stages. That is called normal form. So the first normal form we are looking at here. All columns must atomic. That means each and every column in the table must be indivisible values. And second one, each column contains values of a single type. So it must be doesn't contain any two values or any duplicate values. It contains only one single value. And each row must be unique and it has to be identified a primary key. Let us look at the example of normal form. First table, we can say it is a not in normal form, because you can have the table that is employee ID. Here there is no problem. Employee name is also there is no problem. That is Arjun Kumar and then Meena Raj and then two. Here when coming back to coming into the phone number, employee phone, there is two phone numbers for the employee Arjun Kumar. That is carried out in using a comma. So that should not be present in a single normal form. In order to convert, and the employee city also no problem. So this must be converted into a normal form. Here the employee phone is the contains multiple values. This has to be reduced like in the next table. That means the original normal form table. Look at the table down. Employee ID 101, two times it has to be represented, because the phone number it has, the Arjun Kumar contains has two phone number, so that only must be represented two times. And the employee city is Chennai, and Meena Raj it has no problem, it has single entry. So this is called the first normal form. We have to contains, the column contains only one value and has to be eliminate the duplicate values, like this only. And second normal form, when we move into the second normal form, second formal, first the basic two condition is to, first it must be presented in single normal form, And second one, all non-key attributes, that is all non-primary key attributes are fully functionally dependent on the primary key. That is no partial dependency. Here the partially dependent values has to be eliminated. So look at the example here, the example table, first normal form, but it is not in the second normal form. We can say it is a first normal form because the column contains only single value. So this is a fully satisfied first normal form. It is not in the second normal form. Why? Because see here, employee city, it is depends only partially on employee ID, not on the employee phone. So this leads to redundancy. So this must be avoided in the second normal form. So in order to convert the above table in the normal form, second normal form, we can split the table. I mean decomposing the table into two forms. That means first one, employee ID, employee name, and employee city. So this covers the table is be fully functionally dependent on employee ID is on employee name and employee name is on employee city. So this is fully functional dependent. And phone table, and we can separate the employee table, and phone table contains employee ID and employee phone. Now we can say that employee ID is on depends on the employee phone, and employee ID, employee name, and employee city. So this is how the second normal form. So first normal we need contains column contains only one value. Second normal form we need to eliminate the the partial dependency, that is called second normal form. Let's look at into the third normal form, that is called 3NF. So that is third normal form. In third normal form, first it must be in the second normal form. Before proceeding into this normal form, we must be ensure that it is second normal form, and there should not be any transitive dependency. Transitive dependency in the sense, suppose there are three operations, that is three keys A, B, C. A depends on B, and then B depends on C, and again C depends on A. That must be avoided in this third normal form, that is called transitive dependency must be eliminated. So look at the table here. Here employee table 2NF but not in 3NF. It must be employee ID, employee name, employee city, and city code. Why it is not in 3NF? Because the city pin code again depends on, that is transitive depends on employee city, not directly on the employee ID. So it is, we can say this as a transitive dependency. So here the table in third normal form, we can split the table has to be split into employee table and city table. How we are going to split? Employee ID, employee name, and then employee city. Employee ID, employee name, employee city, and then employee city and city pin code. Now you look at the table here, it is completely become relieved from, relieved from the transitive dependency. So this is how we can overcome the transitive dependency concept. So far we have seen three normal forms, why normalization is required, and what are all the goals of normalization, and first normal form, second normal form, and third normal form. Next video we have look into the other two normal forms. Thank you.